This video is for a friend of mine, Chandler. I hope it's my first video, so I hope it's helpful to you. He wanted to learn how to crochet, so I'm going to show you how to get it started, and when we're I'll show you how to get it started. But this is the start of how to make a ball. So you have your yarn. You also need, these are stitch markers. They're for marking the ends of your end and beginning of your stitches. These are hooks. You can get them anywhere. Walmart, Joann's, Hobby Lobby. These are cheaper ones. They're metal, but they're aluminum. You would need a size probably 4mm. I don't know if you can see it on here, but it tells you right here that that is a 4mm. These are the ones I prefer because they have a handle. It's easier on your hands, but they all tell you right here if the size 4mm or mm or f, whatever, whichever, however you want to read it. Again, you can get these at Joann's or Hobby Lobby's. I prefer these, like I said, because they are easier on my hands. Now, to get started, this is just white yarn. I know your mom already got you some yarn, so you can use whatever color you like. But what you're going to do is, here's how you put it on your hands. You take the yarn and you go around your little finger, and then behind this finger, in front of that finger, and then over that finger, so that you've got it looks like that. Now, to start, you need to make your first loop, and you'll need to take this end piece and put it behind that piece, which makes it look something like that. And you're going to take your thumb and you're going to place it right here on that where it crosses, so you can hold it like that. Then you take your hook and you put it in that circle. Now this first stitch, you grab, this is not a stitch, it's just connecting it. You grab that yarn up there, continue to hold this, grab that yarn, pull it through your circle. If you get it twisted, just start over. Grab it, pull it through your circle. You'll have something that looks like that. Now, if it's easier, you can pull this circle down over those two fingers so that you have something that looks like that. Now, you're going to take your hook and you're going to put it through your circle, just like that. Keep that loop on there, though. You grab your yarn and you pull it back through. So you have 2 loops on your hook. 1, 2. Now you grab the yarn again up here by the finger, and you pull it through those 2 loops. Just wiggle it through there like that. So you have 1 stitch right there. Now continue to hold where you crossed. Now we're going to make 6 stitches. So what you're going to do is take your hook and go through your circle, grab the yarn so that you have 2 loops on your hook. 1, 2. You grab your yarn up here again and you pull it through those 2 loops. Now you have two stitches. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your hook and go through in the circle, grab the yarn, 2 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through those 2 loops. Now you have three stitches. You can see them. This is 1 stitch, 2 stitch, 3 stitches. Now take your hook and go through the circle. This is your 4th one. 2 loops, pull the yarn through. That's the 4th stitch. Again through the circle, grab the yarn, 2 loops, grab the yarn again and pull it through those 2 loops. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put your hook through the circle, grab the yarn, 2 loops on the hook, pull the yarn through the 2 loops. 6 stitches. Now you'll have something that looks something like that. And you'll have a little bitty short, the end piece right there. And what you want to do is you want to grab a hold of your stitches with the thumb and this finger here. You want to grab it right there and hold it tight. Keep the loop on the hook. You want to grab a hold of this end piece and you want to pull it so that it makes pull it as tight as you can so that it makes the circle small, really small. See, you can't hardly see that circle right there. This piece, just put it behind you, behind your work. And then you want to take that stitch marker, this right here, and you want to put it through this loop right there, like that. Close it. And then you want to take, that's the end of your first round. You've had 6 stitches and you mark the end. Now you want to take your hook and you want to find your first stitch, which I believe is right here. You see this 1 loop here and 1 loop there. So you have 2 loops. You want to take your hook and you want to go under those 2 loops. Under that loop and then under this other loop. Like that. And you can see you have it under those 2 loops. You'll grab your yarn and you'll pull it under those 2 loops. Pull it through like that. So you have 2 loops on your hook now. Now you grab your yarn and pull it through those 2 hooks. That's 1 stitch. Now you want to go right back under those first 2 loops that you just made this stitch under. So you go back in there and you pull the yarn through. So you have 2 stitches, 2 loops on your hook. Grab the yarn and pull it through. Now you have 2 stitches. Now you want to go to the next stitch. Make sure you're under the next stitch. So you can see that this is the first stitch right here. And this is the second stitch right there. And you want to go through underneath those 2 stitches or 2 loops. So you go right in there like that under those 2 loops. Grab your yarn, pull it through, 2 loops on your hook, Grab the yarn and pull it through. Now you want to go right back in that same stitch. So you want to go right there where you've made that other stitch, and you want to go right back in there under those two and pull up 2 loops on your hook, yarn through them. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. Now you go to the next stitch, which is right here. Go under those 2 right there like that. Grab your yarn, pull it through 2 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn and pull it through those 2 loops. Now you want to go right back in there, right there. See that little hole right there where you made that other stitch? You go back in there, grab the yarn, 2 loops on your hook. Pull the yarn through the 2 loops. So now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches. Now you go to the next stitch. You go under those 2. You got pull it up, 2 loops on the hook. Pull it through those 2 loops. That's 7 stitches. Go right back where that one was, right in there. Pull it through the 2 loops on the hook. 8 stitches. Now go to the next stitch, which is right here. Go under those 2, grab it, pull it through, 2 loops on the hook, pull it through. There you go. Stitch number 9. Now you want to go right back in where you made that stitch. Should be right there. Pull it through, 2 loops on your hook. Grab your yarn, pull through 2 loops. Number 10. 10 stitches. Now this is the stitch with the stitch marker. So you know that's your last stitch. That stitch. So we're going to go under those 2, just like before. See, 1, 2. Grab your yarn, pull it through the 2 loops, stitch 11. Now you want to go right back in there where that one was made. Grab your yarn, 2 loops on the hook, pull it through. Number 12. Now, what you want to do is leave the hook on there, grab your stitch marker, and you want to put it through that last stitch you made, just like this. Close your stitch marker. Now you should have 12 stitches, and you can count them by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 stitches, Chandler. Now when you get this, it should look something like this. And when you get this figured out, you let me know and we'll do the next row from there. I hope this helps you. I hope you can see it. This is, like I said, the first time I've ever made a video, so good luck with it. And thank you. Hope you can figure that out.